All right, guys, I got another story for you here. This one is with Ghislaine Maxwell. So basically, today she basically cleared Trump's name effectively. I mean, this is coming right after this interview, this 9 hour interview between 2 days with her and his lawyer, basically, and deputy. I forgot exactly his position, but I mean, it used to be he has like some government role. I forgot the name already, and then he used to be Trump's lawyer, and he's represented him a couple times. So he interviewed her for 2 days or whatever, and then basically a couple days or the week after, she got moved to uh, a lesser prison in Texas, and for no reason, no reason why, just talk to Todd Blanche, and then a week later you're in a sweeter prison. It doesn't make any sense. And she's been saying that Donald hasn't done anything wrong, or that I've seen, and whatever. But obviously, things ain't adding up. How the fuck did you move from Tallahassee to this lower prison in Texas? Like, how did that happen? Your lawyer was asking for Trump to pardon her and all this other shit. It's like this deal is looking like a deal, right? I mean, to anybody with a brain, at least. So here's the first article we're gonna read. Or we're gonna read the first couple paragraphs of it. You see where it says, this is from the Daily Beast. Maxwell told Trump's deputy AG exactly what the president wanted to hear. Okay, here we go. Convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell apparently told the Justice Department she had never witnessed President Donald Trump behave inappropriately or in a way that would have been cause for concern. So I'd argue that some of the videos already is inappropriate, or could be a cause for concern already. So she's already stepping on thin water. Could be a lie, right? That the thing with the when he wrote Jeffrey Epstein that letter with the lady for his 50th birthday, that's not a cause for concern. I mean, come on, man. Like, how does he know? He was messing with all these girls, and then he writes this letter with a girl on it. And even the videos, honestly, you have this notorious sex trafficker, and there's just like 10 girls all dancing, and he's whispering in her ear, oh, that one's hot, and it's like, that doesn't look right, especially when you're right next to one of the biggest sex traffickers of all time. Like, it's insane. But continue reading. Several sources familiar with the contents of Maxwell's 9 hour sit down with deputy attorney general, is what his position was. Todd Blanche, who also happens to be Trump's former criminal defense attorney, told ABC News Wednesday that none of what was discussed had cast aspirations on the president or otherwise reflected negatively on his past conduct, says his lawyer, right? There's the picture of them too. So Trump has Trump has also long flirted with conspiracy theorists who believe Maxwell and her co-conspirator Jeffrey Epstein were members of an international pedophilic cabal, and that Epstein's 2019 death in police custody was not by suicide. And that's another thing. They still haven't came up with that 1 minute in that video. So that's another thing sketchy about all this. The courtship imploded in June when Trump's Department of Justice and FBI stated they had not only determined Epstein died by suicide, but that the disgraced financier kept no long rumored client list of his envisioned co-conspirators. Of course, he's not going to keep just this list of the naughty list like Santa, but you got to go through all the papers, and who flew to his island, and do your due diligence. I mean, I'm sure the United States of America can do that, but obviously it doesn't look like it, or they're trying to cover it up, which is probably what it is. Trump's MAGA base has been vocally critical of the administration's attempts to not release the Jeffrey Epstein files. I'd argue that, yeah, a little bit, I guess. it is definitely dividing them more than any other thing ever. Since 2016, there's nothing that's drove some Republicans away from the MAGA movement than this for sure. And then this is the last thing I'm going to read here. The findings prompted intense backlash from even Trump's own support base, along with a slew of new reports on the president's past relationship with Epstein himself, included that he allegedly once sent the sex trafficker a birthday card. Okay, I don't need to read all that. I already just went over that with you guys. The birthday card where he wrote 50th birthday and he drew the woman on there and all that other shit. A cause for concern, really. So I wanted to go over basically. This is CoffeeZilla. He's always on top of his shit, right? This is some interesting things for sure. I'm sure he's gonna. He always does videos on it or whatever. But it's just. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just not adding up, and it's so obvious. But here's what he says. Ghislaine Maxwell cleared Trump's name in a private meeting, saying he never did anything concerning around her, per ABC News. Her lawyer afterwards that Maxwell would welcome any relief, and she has now been moved to a minimum security prison where instead of cells, inmates share dormitory-style housing. Okay, so yeah, it's just a lighter prison, so it's not like they lock you up at night and stuff like that. Robert Hood, a former warden of a supermax prison, told the Washington Post, "It's a country club." Someone gave quotations. Someone gave special preference to Maxwell that, to my knowledge, no other inmate currently in the Federal Bureau of Prisons has received. I don't know if that's recently. Maybe he's talking about the move from Tallahassee to Texas. That special treatment is definitely special treatment. Nobody gets moved a week later after you talk to the Deputy Attorney General and Trump's former lawyer. You just get moved to a lower prison. That's insane and fishy as fuck. So, yeah, you gotta look more into that. Previously, Maxwell has been charged with 2 counts of perjury, lying for stating under oath that she was not aware of Epstein's efforts to recruit underage girls for sex. So, what they want you to believe now, hold on. What they want you to believe is that this woman, this sex trafficking woman, that was with Jeffrey Epstein, they used to date. They were doing this tag team sexual traffic ring for minors for like 15 years. That she wouldn't lie, and she's been just as you've seen, convicted of perjury and lying under oath twice. So somebody that lies under oath twice, child sex trafficker, and just talked to Trump's attorney in a private meeting, which I don't think it was supposed to be a private meeting at first anyways. I'm pretty sure she was supposed to go speak to Congress, and that didn't happen. So, just believe all what's happening, right? There's no way she'd lie and things of this nature. I mean, me, I think the MAGA base is retarded, but I don't even think they're going to go for this. Like stuff like this, they don't usually fall for. Their conspiracy theories are their specialty, to say the least. It's just utterly ridiculous. I can't even believe that these people think that we are going for this. How can I possibly believe that you sending your own lawyer to go talk to this lady? I'm pretty sure she got limited, or I forgot what it's called. It's like limited liability something, to where she can basically tell Todd Blanche whatever without being prosecuted, or he won't bring charges on him or whatever. So they probably spoke on just clear his name, and you'll end up being good. And just like yesterday, JD Vance told, or he's setting up something at his house, or like a dinner or something, on how they're gonna go about the Epstein files when the House comes back in September. So like, it's like, why are you guys having to plan this whole thing? Like, just release the Epstein files. You don't have to release victim names. You can redact all that. Unredact Trump's name. You redacted all of his name. Like, just tell the truth. I mean, how can we possibly believe you're saying he's doing no wrongdoing and he's ducking and dodging? Obama made him up. Comey made him up. Oh, there was no Epstein files. Pam Bondi giving out fake binders. I mean, this is just insane and nobody's falling for it.